welcome back. Today it is time for another little bit of university reassurance, courtesy of yours truly. Now, today I thought I would talk to you a little bit about tips and tricks for moving into halls, because I know right now a lot of you will be getting prepared to move out of home for the first time, move in with a whole bunch of strangers and jump right into university. So I thought it would be useful if I just kind of went through a few of my little tips and tricks for moving into halls. So let's get started with living independently. So my first tip for living independently and moving out of home is realise that feeling a little bit homesick is completely normal. When it got to the stage that I was moving out this time last year, I did not know how I was going to react. I've literally lived in the same house for my whole life. I've always lived with my mum and I didn't know how I was going to cope living by myself. Luckily, I didn't... Mother?
It came!
Yay! So as I was saying, luckily I didn't have that horrible feeling of, oh my god, what have I done? I want to go home. I got to university and I completely loved it, and I didn't ever feel teary. I never cried, and I thought I would because I'm quite an emotional person and tears are a common occurrence on my face. So I was 100% geared up for lying in my bed and just having a little breakdown every so often, but that never happened. I just got into university life so well. I absolutely loved it. But that is not to say if you do have a breakdown that you're in any means a broken human being. And I suppose that is probably one of the best tips for settling in, is allow yourself to have a cry if you need it. Allow yourself to feel any emotion that your brain wants you to feel, because at the end of the day that's the only way you're going to get it out of your system, and as soon as it's out of your system you'll be able to move on and continue enjoying your new life away from home. My second tip that I've got written down here is practice adulting. Now that can be anything from cooking your own meals to doing your own washing, tidying up after yourself. Just practice these things, because if you have no idea how to turn on a kitchen hob and you rock up to university and realise you have to cook yourself something, that's going to be a bit of a problem. So practice makes perfect. In the months or weeks before you move out, just offer to cook dinner every so often, ask your mum how you wash certain things like that, because at the end of the day it's going to be a lot less stressful if you know how to do it, rather than being like, oh my god, I need to phone home, I don't know how to work a fridge. I mean, I sincerely hope that everybody over the age of like 3 knows how to work a fridge. You literally open the door and put things in, but yeah, just an extreme example. And the third tip that I have here is to be prepared. Now this is kind of emotionally, mentally and physically, literally prepared. But in this case, I am chatting literally get prepared, because if it's a few days before you move out and you realise that your room still looks exactly the same and you've not packed anything, that is just going to stress you out, and that's when you're going to forget something. So the best advice I can give for that is make a list, start packing early, get to think about what you actually need to survive. And if you're having trouble knowing what to take with you, I actually made a video last month about what to take when you move into halls. So that will be linked down below and at the end of this video if you want to go and have a look and kind of get yourself prepared. And the second little category here that I wanted to give you some tips and tricks on is flatmates, because that is something that is going to be completely new, especially if you're just moving from home. Some of you might have brothers and sisters or cousins that you live with, but that's never going to be the same as living with some strangers. And that's something that a lot of people can get quite worried about, is meeting these new people and having to get on with them and living with them for a year. So here are some of my tips. The first one is use Facebook to find your flatmates. Now I know when I was moving in I could search up Facebook, and I was staying at Causeway View in Aberdeen, if you know of Aberdeen, and there was a Facebook page for Causeway View. I feel as though there should be one for every halls. So these Facebook pages are there to help you meet the people that you're going to be living with next year. I know I went onto Facebook, and when I found the Causeway View group, I went on, I wrote a status just saying, hi, I'm looking for people staying in flat 221, is there anyone here? Like, and within about an hour I had 2 people that commented on it saying yes, they were staying in flat 221 and they were my flatmates. So it's a great way to get to know people before you meet them, and we ended up making a group chat and adding people in our flat as we found them, and we just got to know each other a little bit before we moved in. It made the full moving in process a lot less scary because you had a familiar face that you'd been chatting to for a few weeks beforehand, and as well as that, just chatting to people about the next year of your life is really exciting, and it's going to get you excited to move in and finally meet these people in person. The second tip that I have is know and understand that everybody else is completely different. No 2 people on this planet are the same, and because of that, you might move in with someone that you have never even experienced anyone remotely like them before. Literally at university, the full pond just grows about 1,000,000 trillion nautical miles. So you just need to go in with an open mind, accept that everyone's come from different backgrounds, and because of that there might be certain things that you kind of don't agree on or that are really different, but that's the magic of university and living in halls. You will meet so many different people, and yeah, just keep your mind open to the possibilities. I have so many other little words of advice and tips to give you, but I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to finish it on just be yourself. There is no point in trying to kind of filter yourself or mold yourself into a different person, because at the end of the day, if you make yourself out in a certain way and you go to university, you go to halls and you try and keep up this persona that you've created to try and fit in or anything like that, it is going to crumble. You're literally living with these people. They will see you every day. Just be yourself and you will get on a whole lot better. Everyone will love you for who you are, and give it a couple of days and you'll be stoating to the kitchen to get a cup of tea in your rotty old pyjamas, and you will literally have the best time. The people that you share a flat with will become your new family. If ever you're sad or feeling alone or having a down day, or if you've had the best day in the world and want someone to celebrate with, you will always find someone in your flat that is going to either console you or celebrate with you. And I can honestly say I have had the best year in halls. I have made some great friends. If you're moving into halls at the end of summer, I am so jealous of you. You're going to have an amazing time. But I'm going to stop talking now because I don't want this video to get too long. As I said, I've got a whole lot more that I could chat about on this, so if you want to leave anything below down in the comments, please do. If you have any questions or suggestions to help out other people, leave them down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it has helped a little bit, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!